1v1 Ice Station Obelis. Blue team, blue side even. It's Noisy, plays a Force Commander. This is Dark Angels DLC. Great offense, fights in melee combat with some good support, disruption and tanking ability too. Red side, Wurgl plays a Lictor Alpha melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt with some good offense and some decent support here and there. This is game 2 of a quarter-final matchup between these two players. Noisy taking the first game. Wurgl, some kind of connection problem I assume, dropped out. But we have the second game for you. Ice Station Obelis is a bit of an odd map. We have this strange base configuration. We have these two small entrances to each base. Other than the map, it's not too bad. Force Commander caps mid, a triple scout opening for Noisy. What is he up to? Wurgl with double Termagants doesn't finish the cap there, that's a mistake. Now he's going to have to eat some more range damage from the scout bolters while he finishes it. Can now turn and try and deal with them. He's going to force melee combat even. Force Commander in the background there. Oh, did a special attack on the Termagants and in turn wasn't pulled back by the Lictor Alpha's flesh hook. Pretty unlucky for Wurgl. 500, 463. Certain animations will stop you being knocked back or otherwise disrupted. I expect we're going to see Toxin Sacks pretty soon on his Termagants to try and control this Force Commander. He's really being a pain in the arse here. 500, 453. Noisy with some Tactical Marines on the field. Force Commander levels to what? Levels to 2 already. What the heck? It's like 2 minutes in. Everything running away now. That was crazy, crazy good opening for that Force Commander. Lictor Alpha decapping mid. We have natural powers right outside the bases. And another all the way on the flanks. Not terribly natural, slightly so. VPs right in the corners. Some Devastators now for Noisy. Very, very strong opening. Toxin Sacks on one of the Termagants, so we'll most likely keep these guys together. Oh my gosh, with Adrenal Glands. In amongst Tactical Marines. Tactical Marines with 10, 50 hit points and some very respectable melee damage, but Formagants will overwhelm them with their 8 models, especially with Adrenal Glands. They do force them off there. 495, 435. What's this? Lictor Alpha being harassed by triple scouts using their mobility, but here come Termagants. Lictor Alpha might need to run away here. There's a flesh hook which will kill a scout model outright. Give the Lictor Alpha a bunch of XP. And here comes Devastators. What is Wurgl going to do? Are we going to see Ravener Brood? 495, 435. Could just infiltrate in and poke them in the face, but I imagine we'll see at least one Scout Sergeant. Here it is. We might see triple Scout Sergeants. This Force Commander being a real nuisance. He's halfway through level 2. Sync kill on the Termagant for the Emperor. Now he's going to try and decap this wreck point. There's an incredibly annoying Force Commander. Formagant's decapping the power, and it's Warrior Brood for Wurgl. Did he see the Devastators? I'm not sure if he did. These guys have a heavy bolter by default which will suppress infantry. Can get a las cannon in tier 2. Can also get vengeance rounds, which could be useful for Noisy. He could, for example, suppress the Warrior Brood, then switch to his vengeance rounds and try and DPS them down. Alongside Tactical Marines Kraken bolts or Kraken bolts.
Deploying war gear.
Lictor Alpha, a lot of capping for him. He wants to decap this wreck point because it's fully matured to plus 30. Double scouts coming in, shooting up generators. As you can see, they do not do an impressive amount of damage with their default bolters, but they're tickling it. And here come Tactical Marines with a flamer. They will burn down generators very quickly. Devastators covering the approach, or at least trying to. Warrior Brood holding off for now. It's double Warrior Broods for Wurgl. 478, 417. Scouts are chasing the Formagants. Are they going to try and retreat through? There is the retreat attempt. Grenade. There it is. Beautifully done. Doesn't quite finish them off. 2 models of 19 hit points. Warrior Brood in amongst the Tactical Marines with their power melee. These guys, heavy infantry that leap into combat. So some good passive disruption for you. And he has double. He keeps them both as melee. That's going to be some nasty engagements for the Tactical Marines. Flying around all over the place. Force Commander now. How is he going to respond? Is he going to get the Power Sword, or is he just going to wait for a Thunderhammer? There's Battle Cry. Destructive attacks, but it's pretty much a waste of time and just runs away there. 465, 417. Lictor Alpha with Flesh Hook, killing a scout again. Really annoying opening to deal with. Triple scouts, not a lot of DPS, but map control and harassing all over the place. These guys capping the Eastern Power. Hormagaunts coming in. These guys can't do anything to them, but Wurgl doesn't spot them. They both just run past each other. 455, 417. Nice map control for Wurgl though. Good grief, Warriors getting straight into base. Now that's a very long retreat back. Where are the other Warrior Brood? They are coming towards the northeast. Hormagaunts in a bit of trouble, but they should get away okay. Devastators covering these stairs, but not suppressing the double termagants, who both have toxin sacks. And you shouldn't underestimate the damage that double termagants can bring when they're upgraded. Assault Marines now for Noisy. Very heavy tier 1, as we saw in the first game from him. He's going to hit power again, and I don't think this thing's going to survive. Well, maybe it will. Lictor Alpha's there. You could Flesh Hook the Tactical Marines and try and eat them, or not. He's just going to lose both the generators there. Waiting for the rest of his army. He's going to lose the node as well. I think he is. Force Commander has been alone for most of the game. Usually you want to keep your Space Marine Commander near your attacks, or at least near something, but Force Commander doing very well, harassing stuff and capping. 413, 417. Attacks in retreat. They did completely whack that power out with their flame and got a bunch of XP doing it. Wurgl now going tier 2. What are we going to see? Gene Stealers maybe. I want to see some Gene Stealers with double Warriors around. Lots of disruption from the Warriors, and then Gene Stealers come in and eat everything. Assault Marines are up. Jump Squad with bolt pistols and chainswords. Very good disruption. 391, 417. Devastators fought by Hormagaunts, losing a model as well. Hormagaunts are pretty good chasers with their original plans. Flame up from the Tactical Marines. Are they using Kraken Bolts? I don't see it. Shotgun Scouts with double. No, we don't have double Shotgun Scouts injured. 1 Shotgun Scout squad. And they do force off the Warrior Brood. Don't lose a model. That was lucky. 384, 417. Or do they? Force Commander coming in to smack them on retreat. They do get away. Warrior Brood now decapping the Eastern Power, and he's taken a northeast Rex. So it's a triple. No, it's a double cap for Wurgl. He's going to get a triple though. 364, 417. Wurgl is into tier 2. What's he going to go for? I want to see some Gene Stealers. He might go for a Tyrant Guard. Grenade in retreat. Beautifully done. Takes down 4 termagants. Good grief. Now he's going to harass power again. Nothing there to harass. Can decap it. Spore Mines dropped. That's a global ability off the Lictor Alpha, but that's pretty much wasted. Just going to be taken down by the Assault Marines. No, they aren't. Forced off by Warrior Brood. He still has 1 model left to detonate. Doesn't even decap there. 326 to 417. Now he is going to try it. Tactical Marines decapping 50% faster or not. Hormagaunts coming out of base. Going to decap the wreck point instead, which is fully matured. So that is more worthwhile to decap, but Hormagaunts are going to force off those tacks. Have they leveled? They haven't. Lictor Alpha, we don't see any war gear on this guy. And a Tyrant Guard is on the field for Wurgl. Assault Marines jumping in, disrupting everything. Hormagaunts in trouble now. There's a shotgun blast. Just about getting away. Lictor Alpha also needs to be careful, but it looks like he is going to skulk away okay. And here is that Tyrant Guard. Very dangerous creature if you can keep it in synapse. Not sure where he's going. He's going to go try to fight this force commander. Warrior Brood leaping onto those tactical marines. Assault squad is there. No sign of their sergeant because Noisy's not even tier 2 yet. That's why he's quarter of the way there. Very, very heavy tier 1. But it pays off more often than not versus Tyranids. Look at the damage from that Tyrant Guard. Awesome DPS. Also the splash. And it's heavy melee as well. Cannot cap though, so that VP is going to stay blue for now. Something's coming to cap it. It's Hormagaunts. I really think Genestealers would have been a better choice. Might be difficult to keep this Tyrant Guard in the synapse. It does have double warriors to do so. Termagants being shotgun blasted into a grenade. Beautifully done again. Takes 4 models. Ouch. 308403. Single cap for Wurgl, who has kept the VP advantage up. What is Noisy going to go for? Dreadnought. Devastators suppressed the Termagants, but now the Tyrant Guard coming in. It's out of synapse though. Are we going to see him switch to the plasma gun? No sign of it. Maybe a power fist. It's the Thunderhammer in fact on the way.
Moving to cover.
Power melee weapon, so we'll do a lot of damage to the Tyrant Guard. It just has so much hit points. He's now chilling out behind that wall so he can't be shot at. Warrior Brood with Adrenal Glands. Does he have Adrenal Glands on both of them? He does. Granting melee synapse to the Hormagaunts. It won't stack of course. If those Hormagaunts are near those Adrenal Gland warriors, they're going to have a lot of hit points. What's going on here? Spore mines again drop down. Hormagaunts bashing power, are they? Nope. Not sure if Wurgl's aware that things no longer automatically attack. There we go, now he's attacking. No longer automatically attack nodes, which seems to not work sometimes, but there it is working. Warrior Brood forced to retreat. Now he needs to really consider his engagements carefully. Just piling in the double warriors is gonna result in them on the floor a lot of the time because of this force command. He's going for the Iron Halo as well. 238403. Hormagaunts are decapping. Tyrant Guard is awesome versus Assault Marines and jump squads in general. Use it to counter initiate. What's the Lictor Alpha going? He's going after the Devastators, is he? No. Turns around, Devastators have a las cannon. Big chunks of damage and a snare, and a Lictor Alpha is going to be forced off. Might even go down if he can turn his attention to it. No, gets away. Now the Tyrant Guard is in trouble. Las cannon coming forward. Tyrant Guard tries to charge away, eats a shot though. It's now going to be chased down. Much slower when it's out of synapse and is being slowed even more by the las cannon. Can he keep the las cannon in play? He put for the Emperor on it again.
We have 200 points remaining.
198403. For the Emperor and las cannon can be awesome. Where is it gone? Well, it's forced off by Hormagaunts. Yes, we're now going to decap. This engagement is still raging though, and the Tyrant God has gone into shield wall. Going to heal up, albeit very slowly. Much more efficient to use it back at base, but not always an option. Double warriors are being dealt with quite nicely with that Thunderhammer and shotgun scouts. Even a tactical marines with sergeant, if they can use They Shall Know No Fear, will tank them quite nicely. No sign of a plasma gun yet. These guys staying in this engagement. He just hasn't been able to take out a scout squad. Ouch. Down goes a Warrior Brood model 194396. Still a hefty VP lead for Wurgl, and Hormagaunts took that. And he's noded this power as well. That is annoying. And look at the map control for Wurgl. Noisy has had the better of the engagements, but it's not all about that. You've got to keep your map as well. It's in a decent position though, I think, still, Noisy. There's a lot of red, so can use for the Emperor a lot. Lictor Alpha does have the deadly jump, which we saw earlier. And There it is. Is he going to die on retreat? Oh, I think he is. Yes, he is, definitely. Let's see, get around this corner and retreat. No, he can't. Almost made it. 166, 396. Turret guard has been fully healed up now. Going to stay in shield wall indefinitely. Doesn't automatically end when you're healed. Assault Marines now trying to get this node back for Noisy, who has a plasma cannon on the way. Las Cannon trying to shoot termagants, which is not going to work out very well. Current guard backing away. Here comes double Adrenal Gland Warriors. And the Force Commander using Battle Cry is going to try and disrupt all of them. 166, 396. A grenade misses. That Spore Mine's dropped onto the Devastators. But Warriors get in there in a way. Here comes some Plasma Devs, and they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And there's a full retreat from the Devastator squads. Tyrant guard taking tons and tons of damage, tanking a lot. But need some help here. There's the shield wall. Force Commander in retreat. Assault Marines still in play though with their sergeant and a level 2. So they're putting up a decent fight against these warriors. There's a special attack though. 149, 396, double cap for Wurgl. Can he keep this up? Merciless. Warrior Brood forced to retreat and get away without a loss. 137, 396. Turret guard cannot come out of shield wall and cap that, unfortunately. Scouts are going to decap this down to 2 models. No upgrades for these guys. The other ones, these guys have a sergeant. These guys have shotguns. 113, 396. And there is something to be said for splitting up your upgrades. Wurgl can't really just focus down one squad and take down a sergeant and shotgun squad, which is annoying for him. Current guard now needs to back away. No melters on the assault squad. Boom. Last cannon hit though. Has he put 40 Emperor on them? He has not. 89, 396. Current guard lives. Gene Stealers, would they have been better with this Thunderhammer round? Maybe not. Maybe he did make the right choice.
One of our generators is under attack.
Hasn't got a lot of XP though. If you can get the Turret guard leveling up, it's awesome. 89, 390. More pressure on the power from Wurgl. He did very good job to steal this for quite a while. Noisy has a bunch of red. Wurgl is in tier 3. Noisy has the 2-to-1, but he has a huge VP deficit to make up. Lictor Alpha has snuck in and is taking out Las Cannon models. Okay, sync kill, and he levels to what? To 2. He's only level 2. Force Commander's almost level 4. He got level 2 so quickly though to start the game. Plasma cannon is there, artillery piece which does that and explodes in your face. Turret guard, no point, the assault marines trying to attack it through that heal and vehicle armor. 89, 362. Scout sergeant pulled away and the scout sergeant dies last. So if you focus down the scout sergeant you can take down the entire squad, but not that time. Warrior Brood trying to finish his cap. This is a big risk and he doesn't take it, which is a good choice. Scouts capping the southwest. Chased off by Tyranids though, and they can take it right back, or are they going to chase them? The Termagants are going to cap and they're going to chase with the Hormagaunts. Scouts capping here, so it's going to be all said and done. It's a quick triple for Noisy, but it's going to be a 2-to-1. Now he's hitting power again. Current effects on the way. What is he going to go for this time? Went for a Venom Cannon in the first game against Noisy's Chaos Lord, which I thought was a mistake. I thought he should have gone for a Thornback, and I think again he should go for a Thornback. 89, 305. We'll see what he does. Has the resources to get an upgrade immediately, which is always nice when you have current effects on the field. And look at this, Plasma Gun Tactical Marines gives them a 26 DPS plasma weapon, which is a lot, especially when you use Kraken Bolts as well. And here's that current effects, he is going for Thornback, so that's going to get a health buff, a pretty sizable health buff as well. 89, 286. Hormagaunts have attacked and eaten this node, but they need to decap it. Tyrant guards still around. There is the melter. Where are the assault marines? They're here. Taking a lot of damage from that plasma gun. Wow. Needs to go into shield wall, but a las cannon is right there. This thing is way too isolated. Needs to support it right now. Here comes the support. Carnifex, Warrior Brood, Spore Mines dropped. Here come Hormagaunts flanking in as well. Carnifex up to 1875 hit points with Thornback, can spit out some rippers as well, which he has done. Wow, las cannon almost wiped out by those Hormagaunts. Those Hormagaunts have done well. Level 2, ouch, plasma cannon hits. Friendly fire on the assault marines. Carnifex trying to force off that force commander some more. Big plasma cannon hit. 89, 250. Tyrant guard lives for now. What is that las cannon going to come back out of base? Here it is. Can he shoot from there? He can. But shoots at the Carnifex. This is a dead Tyrant guard. There we go. Noisy switching to the power fist. 85 DPS, heavy melee. And his Carnifex now in a bit of trouble. Can you use Flesh over Steel on a Carnifex? I think you can, but when a target is moving like that, it's very difficult to use it. Puts his Iron Halo up. Well, maybe he can't use it. He's not trying to in a way. Maybe he just wants the energy to tank with the shield. 85, 241. Carnifex backing away. Termagants helping force off the force commander, but he does get away as well. He's getting close to level 5 now and has two very strong weapon options. Melter bomb on the Carnifex, but the assault marines didn't want to jump in there. Carnifex lives, and now a tier 3 Lictor on the way for Wurgl. Those things are so dangerous. Lictor Alpha is down. 68, 241. What is this? Drop pod to reinforce his assault marines. There we go. 68, 241. 1-to-1 cap. Noisy has a huge advantage here. Wurgl only has Termagants, Warriors, a very, very injured Carnifex which is limping back to base, and a tier 3 Lictor has also repurchased his Lictor Alpha though, who's now going for Feed the Tendrils. 68, 231. 1-to-1 cap. Tactical Marines decapping mid. Again, Wurgl not going for the Doom of Malantite. Is that a mistake? These guys running away, get away with 2 models. Nice grenade on retreat there. These scouts have been awesome. Level 2, level 3, level 2. Here's that tier 3 Lictor, has heavy melee damage and begins with Flesh Hook, a jump and infiltration, which does not drain its energy, which is awesome for it. 68, 221. 1-to-1 cap. And They Shall Know No Fear was up on his Tactical Marines, which are level 3. There's the 2-to-1 for Noisy. And this could be it. Not sure if Wurgl can come back into this. Needs a very good engagement or two. Hasn't been able to bleed the Assault Marines as well as he would have liked, and these guys are now level 4. Las Cannon is also still around. Can jump either of his Lictors onto it though, so that's a plus. This Lictor Alpha is still only level 2 though. Under 900 hit points. He's gone for the Menacing Visage. He can use that to instantly retreat these Assault Squad. Or maybe even a Las Cannon. Tactical Marines are also level 3 with a Plasma Gun, so that's a good choice. Has options now, he has options. He stole this power, but Noisy is taking it back, and this is going to be a very important engagement, you'd think. We'll see what happens. His Termagants are idle, protecting his VP. 68, 180. Force Commander sticking with his Power Fist for now. There is Battle Cry. No sign of For the Emperor on the Las Cannon Devastators, but they're taking huge chunks of health off that Carnifex. Good grief. Warrior Brood absolutely owned by the Plasma Cannon as well. And remember, Noisy can reinforce off this drop, but I'm not sure if Wurgl knows that. 68-162. Wurgl does not play elite mod often. Basically only plays in the tournaments, I think. And there's the GG, and there is the concede from Wurgl. Noisy takes the series 2-0. Very, very solid play in both games. Who needs tier 3? He's the master of tier 2, Noisy. Devastator's got to level 3. Assault Squad got to level 4. Wurgl, decent choices. Tyrant Guard, I think, was left alone way too often. Really needed to do more to bring those Warrior Brood in. Lictor Alpha, only level 2. Those triple scouts were so annoying early on. Lots of line of sight blockers and ways for them to sneak around on this map. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.